before we view the insert menu, we're going to clear out all that we have inside of this part of the spreadsheet that we used with the home menu. And so what we're going to do is we're going to go to this intersection between the columns and rows, and we're going to click this area, and you're going to find that then the entire spreadsheet is then highlighted. Then what we're going to do is we're going to go to our home menu, we're going to go to Edit, and we're going to click Clear All. And that's going to remove everything from the cells. Now you'll notice then that our cells are still going to be the same width and height that we left them. So what we're going to do now is we're going to click inside of one of the cells. That'll take us back to the normal mode. Then we're going to go to the Insert menu. Now pivot tables are a very special way of being able to summarize all of the information that you have when you have certain data. It is a more advanced feature, but very helpful to you once you're in the analysis stage of working with your data. Now in the Illustrations panel, this will probably be familiar to you if you are a user of Microsoft Word or Microsoft PowerPoint. All of these are ways that you can add in content to your spreadsheet or your spreadsheet document. For example, if we wanted to add an online picture to a particular area, all we would need to do is to click this button, click in the one that we want, and then insert the information. And of course, we can go back to our home menu and we can clear this out, or we can just undo with the undo command. Going back to the insert menu, you also have add-ins that you can place to increase the functionality of Microsoft Excel. You can check those that are going to be more geared toward Microsoft Excel, or you can use those that are going to be close to the kind of work that you're doing inside of Excel. Now the charts area will turn your data into visual content. So for example, let's assume that you have two columns of related data. When you have this information inside of Excel, you can turn this into a chart. So for example, if we highlight this data and we go to our chart area, what we can do is we can set up the kind of chart that we want to display. And you can see that Microsoft Excel will give you a sample display as you hover over the different elements of displaying the data. And you can do that with each kind of chart that you intend to use. If you intend to use geographical data, you can use the map chart. And that's going to be the case whether you want to use it in 2 dimensions or 3 dimensions using the 3D map. Both the spark lines and the filters are different ways of being able to view this data. You can also hyperlink some of the data. So for example, if we highlight this cell and we decide to hyperlink this cell, we can insert a link for the data inside of this cell. That data is then going to be clickable to the link that you placed inside of there. And just as you would with a Microsoft Word and or a PowerPoint document, you are able then to insert text boxes, headers and footers, word art, and then objects to the document. Now, if you are working with scientific equations, you can input those equations into your spreadsheet using the equation command. And since you're working with numbers, there may be times when you want to use symbols that are not going to be found on your keyboard. You'll typically be able to find those symbols in the insert command by placing your cursor here and clicking on the symbols and then choosing the symbol that you want to use from the ones given to you here. Okay, so with that, thanks, and I will see you in another video.